What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are here in the basement to preview the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time at MetLife Stadium, New Jersey, East Rutherford. Guys, tomorrow is going to be a big game. The 5-3 Jets are defending their house against the 6-1 Buffalo Bills. Do I believe the Jets are going to win this game? No. But I do expect them to be competitive in this game. Our defense is there. The Jets' defense is there. Last Sunday, we had 6 sacks on defense, 2 interceptions, one that was called back by a late hit on John Franklin Myers on Mac Jones, which would have put the Jets up 17-3 on that pick six, but it was brought back. We will get more on that in a minute. The Buffalo Bills, of course, bring in Josh Allen. First and foremost, the biggest reason why this team has turned around. Of course, they built the line around him, got receivers like Stephon Diggs, and the Bills have gone forward and more forward. But it really is under the leadership of Josh Allen and the great job that the front office has done in rebuilding that entire team from a dumpster fire like my team has been forever into the powerhouse in the NFL. They're even better than the Chiefs. I know that has to be proven come the playoffs. I know the Chiefs have knocked the Bills out the last 2 playoffs in a row. And the last 2 regular seasons, last year and this year, they've beaten the Chiefs in the regular season. It is possible. The worst time you can ever tell a Bills Mafia fan is 13 seconds. Enough said on that. 13 seconds. I get it. It was awful. It was terrible. I watched the game. I did a review on it, and the Bills should have really won that. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Josh Allen's coming in with 2198 passing yards, 2,198 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, and only six interceptions, 19 TDs, and only 6 picks. That's it. He has a 76 quarterback rating, 76.7 quarterback rating. I'll get to Zach Wilson in a minute. I don't want to follow up Zach's numbers to Allen's numbers just yet because you all know it's bad. It's really bad. So, anyway, got Stephon Diggs, man. Stephon Diggs. Sauce Gardner. That's the game within the game that I want to see. Diggs versus Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner said way back when, oh, I can cover Stephon Diggs easily. He said that around the time of the draft. I could cover him easily. All right. So I know he's applying for a job. He's trying to get on a team. He got on the Jets, and that's what he said. He talks a lot of smack, talks a lot of trash. His biggest uh, test so far this year, really, yes, he played against Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers doesn't really have any real wide receivers since they traded Devontae Adams to the Raiders. How's that working out over there? Anyway, Randall Cobb's a little bit older, so it wasn't the truest of tests. A better test was Burrow and Jamar Chase, which was brought to my attention that Sauce Gardner has played against a duo that actually went to the Super Bowl. Jamar Chase is a top receiver in the NFL, and Joe Burrow obviously is another young quarterback growing into the system, and he went to the Super Bowl. He's an established quarterback that's got it, that's going to be around for a long time. So Gardner has been tested, but not like Allen to Diggs. Not like Allen to Stephon Diggs, man. This is going to be a test of tests. Now, if Gardner covers him the whole game or not, I don't know, because Gardner really should be covering him the whole game. That's how you do it. If you're going to tell me we got the next Darrelle Revis, I don't like comparing rookies to legends, but especially Hall of Fame legends like Revis, one of the greatest cover corners the game has ever seen. One of the greatest. One of the greatest. Gardner, if you're going to be in that category, you gotta man up on Diggs the entire game. To me, you gotta man coverage because that's what Revis did. He man covered the greatest receiver on the other team, every week, shut him down. That's how it was. You want to do that, Gardner? Let's see what you got Sunday. That's the game within the game to me. Game within the game. Diggs, a lot of people talk crap that they can cover him. He's 764 yards receiving this season. That's second in the league. He's tied for first in the league with Travis Kelce with 7 touchdowns. He's tied for first in the league also with Tyreek Hill for receptions. He has 4 receptions with Tyreek of 40+ yards. 4 of them. He's tied with Tyreek Hill. That doesn't sound like a very easy guy to cover there, Sauce. Let's see what you got Sunday, man. I'm pulling for you. I want to see the Jets are going to lose, but I want to see a loss. Like, here's my prediction for the score. Here's my prediction. It's 30-27. Excuse me, 30-17. 30-17 Buffalo. Now, the one thing that Buffalo doesn't have this season that everybody expected them to have, Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis had an incredible playoff against the Chiefs. And this year coming in, the Bills expected that to be the best 1-2 combo, or arguably one of the greatest 1-2 combos coming into this season with Diggs and Davis, especially Davis's performance against the Chiefs in the playoffs last year. Now, Davis's big game this year, he has one big game, and you Bills Mafia fans know what it is. Pittsburgh Steelers, 171 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns, I believe he had in that game, right? 171, 2 touchdowns, pretty sure, on 5 or 6 catches. So anyway, that's his biggest game. But if you take that away, he only has about, I think, 13 catches for 247 yards this year with 4 touchdowns. That's it. That's all Davis has. He had a great 2 long, beautiful receptions against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which the Bills won 38-3. Okay. He had 2 big receptions in that game, and he did have 171 yards. But you take that away, he only has 418 on the season, so that leaves him with 247 for the year with 13 catches, 12 or 13 catches for 247. That doesn't sound too good. So I don't know what happened there. If you get Bills Mafia, drop some comments, man. If you tell me what happened there. Gabe Davis was supposed to be the number 2 to the number 1 in Diggs. Supposed to be there, man. So I don't know what's going on with that, if he's not having the right connection with Allen, or what the mismatch is there, because you really thought that this would have been an astonishing receiving duo between those two, a receiving duo between the two. And that's the only thing I can really find on the Bills that hasn't worked out. Allen to Gabe Davis. Can you guys know why? Let me know. On to the Jets. Breece Hall. Let me just start with that. And you Bills Mafia and most of the NFL knew who Breece Hall was. He was killing it. He might have been up for Rookie of the Year along with Sauce Gardner, right? He was killing it. He was the Jets offense. He's the reason that Zach Wilson is 4-1. People say, oh, Zach Wilson's 4-1. Give me a break. Come on, man. Come on. Great line. Got Breece Hall. We hid Zach Wilson behind Breece Hall and a great defense. That's what we did. That's what the Jets did. But now that Breece Hall blew his ACL out, of course, Jets football, something's going great, and bang, bad things happen. They averaged 5.6 yards on the ground this season when Breece Hall was running, when he was in the game. 5.6 yards. That drops to 3.9 without him. Now, they did get James Robinson in a trade with the Jaguars, who was a 1,000-yard running back for the Jags 2 years ago. He tore his ACL. Now he's back this season. He's on the Jets. Let's see what he can do. This is his second full week with the Jets, so we should see a lot more playing time this week as opposed to what we saw last week against the Patriots. We really didn't get the ball that much. It was mainly Michael Carter, who is a very capable back, versatile, great hands out of the backfield. He's just not the home run hitter that Breece Hall is. Period. So Breece Hall being out has exposed Zach Wilson's inefficiency. Zach Wilson's passing for 1,098 yards this season. 1,098. 3 touchdowns, 5 picks. 3 of them came on Sunday against the Patriots. 3 bad ones. What else came on Sunday? If you want to throw a little positive in there for Zach, 354 yards passing. It's his first 300-yard passing game as an NFL quarterback. The first one. This season? No. The first one, period. He threw for over 300 yards for the very first time and 2 touchdowns. But does that matter? No. What matters is those 3 horrendous picks. What this kid is thinking, his quarterback rating is like a 41. 41 quarterback rating, okay? That is awful, man. What has this kid got going on? The kid's got the look of a quarterback. He hangs out with his mom's friends. He's got the style. He's got the swag. You know what he doesn't have? Quarterback abilities. He doesn't have them. Now, am I giving up on him? No. Do I want to feel like we need another quarterback? No. But what is hindering this Jets team right now? What is the hindrance? Zach Wilson. He's been exposed. No Breece Hall makes Zach have to beat you. Now the other teams make him have to beat you. Bill Belichick brought that rush, brought that side. Zach throws these balls off his back. Come on, man. You're not that much of a rookie. When the pocket's breaking down, he just off his back foot throws these floaters up there. These floaters, these head scratching floaters. He did it a couple times, 3 times. The ball was up in the air so long you thought a parachute was deployed out of it, man. It looked like the ball was coming down on a parachute. If you were 30 yards away, you had time to run all the way up the field and catch up to that thing. And at times when he has a clean pocket, he overthrows guys, man. Like he rolls out. That's what he says he's great at, rolling out and throwing on the run. Conklin's sitting there as wide open as I am right now. Overthrows him and gets picked off, and the ball hung in the air forever. This is the reason why the Jets lost on Sunday. With an honorable mention to John Franklin Myers, who I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, the very beginning, John Franklin Myers took 2 full steps and hit Mac Jones in his back after he threw the ball. 2 full steps after Mac threw a pick six, which would have put the Jets up 17-3 at the half. It would have been a totally different game, but no. No, John Franklin Myers said, here, hold my beer. Let me screw this up, because he did it against the Packers also. Gardner had a pick six on there, and he hit Rodgers 2 steps after he threw the ball. I tried to be as biased as I could to say it was a bad call. It wasn't a bad call. Mac threw the ball, 1, 2, bam, right in his back. You can't do that. But in his defense, Jets had a whole second half to go. It was still 10-6 at the half. It's 17-3, would have been a lot better. But 10-6 at the half, there was a whole other half to go. Now, if we had a real quarterback, we would have been able to survive. The only reason the Patriots are 4-4 right now, honestly, is because of Bill Belichick. The guy is the greatest coach of all time. He's the greatest strategist of all time. Without him, they probably would have one win. That's not a very strong Patriot team over there. They do have a great young running back in Stevenson. He was very impressive, man. He ran over Jordan Whitehead at the line of scrimmage, ran him right over up the middle, and then here came LaMarcus Joyner, our other safety, who also got shoved out of the way. So there's some concerning things going on, but the Jets on most of the defensive power rankings, not overall power rankings, most of the defensive power rankings have the Jets in the top 10, usually in the 6 to 10 area. The Jets last Sunday had 6 sacks on defense, 6 sacks and 2 picks. I'm not worried about our defense. I think we're going to come in competitive with that. My biggest concern is Zach Wilson. When we have the ball, it's like the defense has to have the ball. The defense has to have the ball and score. They have to find a way to get a fumble, an interception. The defense has to play offense, because Zach Wilson is your quarterback. Your quarterback on Sunday, Buffalo. You got Josh Allen for offense. Zach Wilson will be quarterback for your defense. That's what I'm concerned about. That's what scares the hell out of me about this game. I will be at this game tomorrow, 1 o'clock. I'll be there. I'm going to be at MetLife Stadium, so I will not be live streaming the game. I will upload a review no matter what the score, no matter how bad it may look. I'm going to upload it, and we'll see what happens there. The Jets, just so you know, the Jets on defense are 27th in allowing, on offense are 27th in getting first downs. They're 29th in third down conversions. That's how bad this offense is. And people will tell you, oh, Zach's 4-1. Who cares, man? He's not 4-1. The Jets are 4-1. Brees Hall made him 4-1. When it was relied upon on Zach, that's when that one loss came in. That 4-0 crap is exactly what it is. 4-0 going into the Patriot game, but now that Patriot game, we had to rely on you, Zach. We had to rely on you. And that's when that one loss came in, because you couldn't get it done. You sat back there. Take the damn chances, man. How do you get better as a quarterback and a franchise quarterback? They didn't draft you in second overall to sit back there and be an inconsistent game manager. You take the chances. If you throw a pick, eat it from the media, eat it from us fans, because we're going to boo you. The media is going to trash you. But if you keep learning from your mistakes and you develop into that franchise guy, all that stuff will be forgotten about. All of it will be forgotten about. You become a great quarterback in this league and lead this team to playoffs and further, all the beginning stuff will be forgotten about. But you need to get your head on straight, because the offense goes through you right now, Zach. Goes through you. Now, I saw Green Bay was able to run on the Bills' defense last week. Even though they lost by 10 points, they were able to run on that defense. The Jets should need to try to establish the run no matter what. They're going to have to run, because that's the way this Jets team wins, and it relies on our great defense to stop. Quinnen Williams, our nose tackle, 6 sacks this season. He has 6 sacks already this season. The Quinnen Williams that we all expected out of Alabama to be that guy, is becoming that guy. He's looking strong. He's looking powerful, man. Quinnen Williams is becoming the real deal. Now, we're just going to drop this last note for you, Bills Mafia, and a little Buffalo Bills note here. The Bills can be, through the first 8 games of the season, the 4th team only since 1970 to average 30 points per game without only allowing 14 points per game on defense. 4th team ever. That's possible. You beat the Jets Sunday and score 30 points and only allow 14 or less. This is not impossible. You can become the 4th team ever since 1970 to average 30 per game on offense, allowing only 14 on defense, average through the first 8 games of the season. Woo! Guys, I'll be at that game tomorrow. I'll be checking in from the live stream. I'll be popping in and out throughout the game tomorrow. And until then, Bills 30, Jets 17, competitive game. I want it to be competitive. I'm ready. I'm excited. Gardner, Diggs, that's the game within the game, and I'm going to be keeping a close eye on that. If you're new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Johnny Basement, and I am out.